Hi, Tim here with my daily update, my ketogenic diet update as it were, and I'm happy to report that I've successfully finished my first day. It's actually morning here, it's about 10 AM in the morning here in Adelaide, Australia as I'm filming this, and I've actually been through now 24 hours, and the first 24 hours overall was quite good. Did have a couple of moments where I was felt a little bit hungry, felt a little bit sort of weak, headachy. There's actually a term for that actually. Keto flu is what seems to be very similar to what a juice fast detox was. You know, those first few days or even can go into weeks, you seem to be feeling quite weak and headachy and so forth. There's various broths and so forth you can take for that. And I've been having that, and things seem to be going overall quite well. Basically, I've lost 0.6 of a kilogram, which is about 1.3 pounds in my first day, so I was pretty pleased with that. The thing is that from the reading that I've done with keto is the weight loss isn't perhaps quite as dramatic as a juice fast, because of course you're still eating real food. You're not just having the juice only. So, but with that said, I still had a good weight loss on the first day, and I'm certainly hoping that that's going to continue as I keep going through this diet. Just wanted to address a couple of things. Had a couple of comments from people. Alan came on board and said, no Tim, go back and you should be doing the juice fast, and don't do it. And I was very curious to know why, Alan. So if you're watching this, tell me why you think that I should be going back to a juice fast, because honestly I feel that this is a better way to transition in the longer term, because this isn't a short-term thing, whereas the juice fast, to me, I don't think there's very many people in the world who would say that a juice fast is something you do forever. As a replacement for all your meals. Yes, perhaps 1 or 2 meals a day you can do it for in the long term. For me, the juice fast, when I did it, was for a short period of time to lose a certain amount of weight and then to go back to some other type of eating. And of course, the problem that I came across was once I finished the juice fast, lost all the weight, which was great, I couldn't find a good transition plan. And I did talk about that in another video, and there's lots of people who've commented, actually like my sort of welcome back to YouTube video. I mentioned that, and there's a lot of people who've said similar things, that the juice fast was great, but getting off it and then trying to transition to another type of food was the problem that ultimately gained them back the weight. So anyway, the idea of the keto diet is that this is a long-term eating plan. This is not something that you do for a week or 2 weeks, or in my case with the juice fast for 56 days. It's a long-term plan that you stick to, and you just keep eating that way. You keep eating that way healthily. So I don't see this as a negative. I see this as very much a positive. But look, I'm very much interested in your comments. So if you've got any comments about juice fast and so forth, by all means, leave a comment on this video, and I'll certainly address them. And there was another comment there that people, I can't remember the name, sorry, Mr. YouTuber, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. You mentioned that cheating was something that I needed to be worried about, and it's a slippery slope once you start cheating. Now, I completely agree with that, but I wasn't sure what the point was, what you were trying to say was, because I certainly don't want to cheat. I see keto as actually being a good way, good healthy way of eating for the long term, which doesn't include all the bad stuff, all the junk food and so forth. That's totally eliminated. So far from cheating, I think this is actually a healthy way to eat for the long term. But again, I welcome your comments, so please do talk to me about it and let me know your thoughts there. The other thing I just want to tell you about briefly was what I actually ate yesterday. It was a little bit strange for me. I had bacon and eggs and some greens in the morning. Actually had some spinach and some celery and so forth. And I actually fried the bacon and eggs in butter. Yes, I know it felt very funny doing it. I'm sure it probably sounds funny if you're unfamiliar with the keto diet principle. For lunch I had some steak, and I had some more salad type stuff. On top of that, I can't actually remember what I had for lunch, but in the evening meal I had some steamed vegetables, and I actually had some chicken as well. And I was either using olive oil for cooking or using some butter. And this morning I've had bacon and eggs and some more spinach, again cooked in butter, fried in butter. So it's taking a little bit for me to get used to the fact that I'm actually having to look for fat to make sure there is enough fat in my diet. But obviously it's only day one, but I've already lost 0.6 of a kilogram, which is about 1.3 pounds. So I feel well on the way. Overall, I feel good. I had a period of yesterday where I didn't feel too good at all, and I used some broth, some of this bouillon I think it's called. I'll put this on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Now that's basically like a broth, and there's various little mixtures you can buy. And I found a packet in my local supermarket, and it's just a matter of just mixing that with hot water and drinking it as a drink. And it's meant to replace your electrolytes. I think that's the right word. I'm certainly not a doctor, and don't profess to be, but I did actually feel better after that. My headache went away, and I felt a little bit more invigorated. And I had another drink of that this morning with my breakfast. So overall, things are looking good. I'll update you again tomorrow and let you know how things are going, but so far so good. And again, if you've got any questions about the keto diet, make sure you do leave them here, and I'll certainly try and answer them, bearing in mind that I'm certainly no expert yet. I'm learning as I go along, but I have spent a considerable amount of time learning the process and understanding it before I started. So hopefully I can help you out if you've got any questions. And again, if you just wanted an overview of what the actual diet is, go back to my video that I did yesterday, and I'll put an annotation in the YouTube video right here below me now, and you'll be able to click on that, and that will give you an overview of what the diet is, and I'll just go into detail and tell you what it is. But more importantly, below that video there's a list of other resources, which is sort of like the scientific proof, if you will, backed from doctors and so forth, a bit of an overview of what it is. So I suggest you actually watch some of those videos as well. They're totally impartial. It's people who actually know what they're doing, and it will really help you understand what this process is all about. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Cheers for now.